Okay guys, this morning we're gonna make this dill pasta, fresh for summer. So I'm gonna walk you guys a bit of a different thing today. I'm gonna probably unsteadily walk you guys into my garden, and we're gonna cut some fresh dill because I really want to talk about how easy it is to grow your own herbs. So we're using cucumbers from my cucumber plant today for the recipe, and we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you my herb garden. And I've got basil, oregano, thyme, garlic, chives, French tarragon, sage, parsley, chives. I've mixed marigolds in there because marigolds keep the bugs away, and rosemary. And here's my dill. So what you want to make sure is that you don't cut the main growing stalk. You cut the little bits that's sprouting off of the sides of the main stalk. So that's what we're going to do. And you never want to cut more than a third of the plant off because it needs the rest of the plant to continue growing and producing. So we're going to cut this fresh dill, and my hands are going to smell great after I do it. And then we're going to go in and chop it up and add it to our pasta. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen, and I've taken the herbs, the dill that we've cut out there from the garden fresh, and I've rinsed them. They really didn't need to be rinsed. We had a very good rain last night, and I don't use any pesticides or anything. Like I said, I mix marigolds in there. I crush my eggshells in there to keep pests away. So, and I use sometimes a little diatomaceous earth. So I've cut the thicker stalks. I've cut all the little wisps of dill sprigs off of the stalks so that you don't get anything tough or bitter in your pasta salad. And you can see kind of the size of the pile that I have of dill. And what we're gonna do is use our knife to, and I didn't get my knife. We're gonna use my big knife to cut the sprigs up. So I'm just gonna begin like this and chop them down to small sizes. And this is so nice in your salad because it's fresh. It doesn't taste like the dried herb, although you can totally use that. I have some right here, and when I taste it, if I need to add, I can add. Like especially if you're just starting your dill and you don't have enough that you are cutting, you'd have to cut more than a third of the plant. Don't do that. Use your dried spice. So I'm going to continue chopping these down. And over here, I've boiled my pasta already. So there's my little ratatouille. And I've put salt and pepper on it. I've also fine chopped my cucumbers and added a little bit of salt, and I stirred the salt in, and they're gonna juice a little bit. So I've got my bowl of cucumbers, fine chopped cucumbers, ready to go, and they were fresh from the garden this morning as well. So we're gonna keep chopping. Okay, so now that I've got my herbs chopped, you can really kind of see how much of the chopped herb I have. I have pretty good sized pile. So I'm gonna add that to my salt and peppered pasta. And you can use any shaped pasta. That's the beauty of pasta, is you can make your own little work of art with different shapes. I love it. So I'm gonna get all of that good dill in there. And you should smell my kitchen. It smells so good. So now we're gonna add, all we've added is salt, pepper, and that fresh dill that we've gotten from the garden this morning. So I'm then gonna take mayonnaise, and the recipes this month, I've cut the mayonnaise flavor a bit and texture I've cut it a bit with sour cream, and with this pasta, I'm not. We want that mayonnaise flavor. And my pasta, I've allowed it to cool a bit so that I'm not affecting my mayonnaise with the hot pasta. So I'm not sure how much to add. That's probably a little over a half of a cup. And then I'm gonna stir it. And we're gonna taste and see if it's okay. This is a salad that I used to love down when the Mustard Seed was downtown. Donna Marlette, she made this dill pasta, and she would serve it on a platter. She would scoop out the pasta and she would serve it on a plate with fresh cucumber on top, not mixed in, and fresh tomatoes. And it was my favorite thing to go down there and get. I could forego the salad and even the dessert for this dill pasta that she would make. And her tip to me, she didn't really tell me how to make it. I've worked over the years to try to replicate her flavor, and I don't think I've got it still, but she indicated you can't get enough dill. So, and we've used fresh, which is a little more potent. It makes a beautiful pasta. It looks so fresh with that fresh green dill in it. And I think we need a little bit more mayonnaise. I can't get enough of that. It's about like butter. If you're a Southerner, you can't get enough mayonnaise and you can't get enough butter in recipes. But that's what makes our food good. Now with this, if you're taking it outside, you want to be careful because, again, it's got mayonnaise in it. Okay, so I've got it mixed really well. I made sure I had enough salt to bring out the flavor and enough mayonnaise to make it not dry. So I'm gonna scoop me out some on a plate and we're gonna have a taste of this. So she would do it, Donna would do it in this pile on your plate. And I'm gonna take my cucumbers and stir them a little bit and add them to the top like that. And we keep them separate because you don't want your nice gooey pasta to get watery with the cucumbers. And because I salted them, they are going to juice a little bit. So you can take, keeping them separately, you can take that bowl and kind of dump off some of that excess fluid from them. And I'm gonna put my little tomatoes on top. What more of a fresh salad could you ask for? So let's have a taste of this. And I gotta get cucumber and I've gotta get tomato because that's part of the whole experience. That is so delicious. So if you need to evoke some memories from the Mustard Seed, if you've been around that long, try this dill pasta. Great for summer. Tastes fresh. And don't forget the cucumbers and the tomatoes. And I did salt both of these to bring out the flavor in it as well. So, just delicious. Enjoy, and thanks for joining us.